let me go! Please let me go first! I'm doing something!
And what I am doing is calculating the real price of the following order.
Hi, can I take your order?
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 steaks, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
Okay, that'll be $680.
Okay.
On August 20th, 2023, Reddit user Wantanamo0227 would post an in-depth breakdown of the true price of this order. What could be this user's motivation to take on this much extra math and calculating? As it turns out, they were simply incredibly bored. Wantanamo, I just want you to know that I understand and respect you greatly for this. Their goal was to try to find the lowest possible price this order could be to see if it ended up anywhere near $680. Wantanamo had also left some notes as to why they made the decisions that they did in their calculations. The key points here were that they only chose large national chains, and the numbers were based off of how the food is normally ordered. For example, if you ordered 55 chicken wings, they wouldn't give you 55 individual orders of them, they would just give you 55 wings. We also do not know which state the skit takes place in, so sales tax will not be calculated here. The link to this post will also be in the description down below if you'd like to check it out and give Wantanamo some well-deserved imaginary internet points. Either way, here is what they found. I am not going to sit here for the next 5 minutes and recite the result of every single calculation to you, but here is my spreadsheet of Wantanamo's data. So how much did it all cost? I can tell you that it definitely wasn't $680. But before I reveal the final amount, we have just a little bit more math to do. So Wantanamo clearly did a lot of the heavy lifting on the data collection here. And what kind of YouTuber would I be if I just tried to repackage someone else's hard work and pass it off as my own? Oh, I guess I would be like them. Well, that's a little sad. While using the foundation that Wantanamo had built for me, I had also collected my own data. Because their Reddit post is from August 2023, and a lot has changed in the fast food world in 2.5 years. So I spent many hours late into the night collecting data, refining my formulas, crunching the numbers, comparing, contrasting, synergizing, pivoting, then circling back, and disrupting just to find the answers to this great mystery. I'm joking, I just spent most of my time scrolling through the menus on fast food apps, collecting the data I need, and putting it into a Google Sheet, which then did most of the work for me. Though what I did find might surprise you. But first, I did make a couple changes in my calculations from Wantanamo's. In the skit, Tim Robinson only orders from one restaurant. So I tried to consolidate the list to as few restaurants as possible, which did result in a few things being switched to their corresponding McDonald's menu item. As part of this, I also changed the 55 shakes from Wendy's Frosties in Wantanamo's data to small McDonald's milkshakes in mine. In my head, I see a Frosty as more akin to a cup of soft serve ice cream than a milkshake, purely because I have never consumed a Frosty with a straw. Also, an important disclaimer. All of this pricing data was pulled from locations close to me. And I live in one of the cheapest areas for fast food in the country. But also, for this reason, we do not have Del Tacos, so I swapped that for Taco Bell. Finally, hotcakes. Those little fluffy discs in a plastic tray that your grandmother bought you before setting you loose into a disease-ridden playset as a child. Wantanamo counted each hotcake individually, so their order was 19 platters. But I am also going to assume that if I pull up to McDonald's and ask for 55 hotcakes, they're going to assume I mean 55 platters and not the individual cakes themselves. So with that out of the way, what did I find? As it turns out, ordering 1,205 items of any kind from any fast food place isn't going to be cheap. And it doesn't help that most of these items are clearly not on the value menu. But how much did it actually cost? Wantanamo's final sum would be $2,680.87. Though every time I ran their numbers, it would give me $2,683.87. I'm not sure if I'm putting something in wrong, but I did check a couple times. But the $3 is negligible, so we'll just use their total for comparison. So, 2.5 years later, with continuously rising costs plaguing the nation, what is the total of the pay it forward order? You might want to sit down for this. My math resulted in an eye-watering $3,361.79, an increase of $680.92, or about 25% from Guantanamo's data. Though this comparison is not completely one-to-one. I did change several things, but you can still see that the price did increase in most categories, with the largest increases being seen in the McDonald's apple pie, small fry, and the Subway footlong sub. Though I did see that Subway is releasing a $45 per month unlimited footlong subscription. And I'd be lying to you if I said that that wasn't at least a little bit enticing, despite the fact that their subs are absolutely terrible. Surprisingly, I did also notice price decreases in the McDonald's hamburger, the Sonic cheddar peppers, and the Wendy's bacon and cheese baked potato. But these decreases could just be because of different locations, and they definitely did not outweigh the increases elsewhere. But one thing that you'll notice is that both of these amounts are significantly higher than the original $680 from the skit. Did Tim Robinson intentionally mislead us? Was this some ploy to lie to the people about these skyrocketing costs of fast food? Is Tim in the Illuminati? No. Well, probably not. Realistically, it was most likely just an oversight or an additional joke layered into the script. Because there is no feasible way that a fast food order of that size after like 2010 could feasibly be that cheap. So I guess the moral of this video is really just that if you're gonna try this trick, make sure the car in front of you is really nice. Otherwise, if you're planning on doing a fast food order of 1,205 items, maybe consider just doing a catering order instead. I am sure that the underpaid employees of the fast food restaurant would greatly appreciate that. But at the end of the day, we're all just trying to do something good before alcohol class, aren't we? So with that, thank you for watching. Let me know your favorite I Think You Should Leave skit down below, and if you're feeling generous, a like and subscribe would also be appreciated.